Well, that's not creepy. Earth's Defender, Ultraman Gaia. Hello and welcome to Earth Alien ProtoMet. After successfully resurrecting the Ultra series in the 1990s with Ultraman Tiga and Dyna, Super Raya rounded out the decade with a third entry, Ultraman Gaia. The Earth faces destruction from an extraterrestrial entity known as the Radical Destruction Bringer, but Earth is prepared to face this threat thanks to youths from across the planet known collectively as Alchemy Stars. Predicting the existence of the Radical Destruction Bringer, Alchemy Stars works with the Global Defense Force GUARD to create Zig, a special defense team to combat the threats to and from Earth. But knowing that it's not enough, the Earth bestows Gamu Takayama, an Alchemy Star, with the ability to transform into the giant known as Ultraman Gaia. While often associated with Tiga and Dyna, Gaia is a standalone entry in the Ultra series with no connections to other shows. Helming the series was Chiaki J. Konaka, who wrote a lot of other shows including Digimon Tamers, The Big O, and Serial Experiments Lane. And as with those shows, Ultraman Gaia stands out for its more psychological, thought-provoking concepts. Not that it lacks action, mind you. When I said Earth gave Gamu the power to become Ultraman, I meant it. Gaia is named for and based on the Gaia theory, which posits that when faced with a crisis, the Earth itself will create a way to protect itself. And in this show, that's exactly what Ultraman Gaia and a second Ultraman, Agul, represent. Another representation of this are the Alchemy Stars, youths who from a young age were far more intelligent than other kids, and working together they hypothesized the existence of the Radical Bringer of Destruction, and created much of the technology that Zig uses. But Gamu stands out among the Alchemy Stars, as rather than just sit back while Zig does the fighting, he decides to work directly with Zig as a scientific advisor to battle the threats to Earth, keeping his role as Gaia a secret. To help hide his role as Ultraman, Gamu uses his technical know-how to create an advanced autopilot function for his Zig Fighter EX, so it would remain in flight even without a pilot. As the scientific advisor, he analyzes the monsters that Zig must combat, and comes up with strategies for attack. As a defense team, Zig stands apart from the plethora of teams in the Ultra series due to its sheer versatility. While Gaia, like many other shows, focuses on a core group of Defense Force members, Zig has a wide variety of teams that specialize in different activities. Team Lightning, led by Katsumi Kajio, is the primary aerial attack team, seeing the most action out of all the attack teams. Team Falcon, led by Tatsuhiko Yoneda, are the secondary aerial attack team, and the whole team is more gung-ho than Team Lightning is. Team Crow, led by Miho Anagi, is the third all-female aerial attack team, and are just as capable as the other two attack teams. Team Hercules, led by Satoru Yoshida, is Zig's ground attack team, consisting of physically strong men. Team Sigil, led by Atsushi Koyama, is Zig's rescue team, specializing in saving lives during battles with the giant monsters. And finally is Team Marlin, led by Katsutoshi Yokotani, is the marine team, and as a result, they appear the least in the show. Commanding Zig from its floating headquarters, aerial base, is Akio Ishimuro, an incredibly capable leader, and he is aided by Seiichiro Susumi, the supervisor of all the different teams, and Hatsumi Chiba, who acts as a liaison to GUARD. Coordinating everything are aerial base's operators, Atsuko Sasaki, who has a crush on Kajio, Georgie Leland, who has a fair bit of technical knowledge, and Saiga Ukai, who usually only shows up to work if either Atsuko or Georgie are unavailable. Aside from Gamu and one other, the Alchemy Stars play more of a background role in this series. Some do occasionally get starring roles in episodes, but most of the action is focused on Zig. That one other exception, however, is Hiroya Fujimiya, who, like Gamu, has been given the power to transform into Ultraman Agul. However, whereas Gamu fights to protect Earth and humanity, Hiroya believes that the only way to save Earth from the Radical Destruction Bringer is to sacrifice humanity in the process. This way of thinking inevitably leads to conflict between him and Gamu, as well as Zig. But despite his mindset, Fujimiya is not completely heartless, as over the course of the series, he grows close to Reiko Yoshi, an anchor for the KCB television network, who, along with her filming crew Kenji Tabata and Michifume Inoue, often find themselves caught up in the plot of many episodes. This TV crew gives the show a good glimpse at the civilian side of the Ultra series that's rarely seen. The show can be divided into 4 distinct arcs, the first being the introduction to the world of the show and its characters. The second shows the conflict between Gaia and Agul as a result of their differences in belief. The third arc feels like filler, as most of the episodes are one-off stories that tend to veer to the silly side. The final arc raises a serious question about the role the monsters that are already on Earth play into the defense of Earth, as the majority of the real threats to the planet are those from space. It's the second and fourth arcs that really make Gaia stand out, as they present plotlines that are rarely explored in the Ultra series, and many of the later seasons that do explore these plotlines feel like they're taking inspiration from Gaia. With plot elements that take a look at the very nature of shows like Ultraman and question them, Ultraman Gaia manages to stand out as an exceptional show in the Ultra series that is absolutely a must-watch. Until next time, I'm ProtoMet. See ya!